Hey guys, I'm out at Camp Chowinwall, doing some mushroom hunting. I haven't found a whole lot, but the stuff that I did find is the good stuff, the edible stuff. Actually getting ready to head out, so I'm just checking a couple places real quick. Look here. This always tricks me. I always think it's reishi, and I think it may be some type of reishi, but it's not the type I'm looking for. Look at this. Beautiful. These guys are so cute. And these look like oyster, but they're not. Still cool. I like them. They start off purple. Very cool. Just a reminder, you gotta check every nook and cranny. I walked right past this a minute ago. Unfortunately, it's not the lion's mane that I thought it was the last time I found it. Still cool. Look at these guys. What is this? Oh, wow. It has no gills or anything. Hey guys, we've had quite a bit of rain the last few weeks here in Florida, and lots of hot, humid days, which means that the mushrooms are out. So I thought I would come check my usual mushroom spots while I had some free time. And I already see chanterelles, small chanterelles, popping up here and there, which is very exciting. They're not big like the golden chanterelles, but they are chanterelles nonetheless. So we just had a pretty big storm, and I think there's another one on the way. So I don't know how long I'll be out here for. I may not get much time out here today, but I did want to come, like I said, and check some of my usual spots for my favorite mushrooms. And we'll see what we can find while we're out here before storms come back. I can hear it rumbling off in the distance. See those little guys? You'd miss it if you didn't know what you were looking for. But those are small chanterelles. I don't know exactly what kind. Here are some more popping up. It looks like someone stepped on this one. Sad, because that was the biggest one out here. Here at that little fungus. This has been one of my favorite parks to come to for a few years now. Unfortunately, a lot of kids and probably some grown-ups as well have been coming out here and destroying a lot of the trees, bringing trash in, just really making it a dirty place to come. I still come because I really like it out here, but it makes me sad to see all the trash and all the devastation they've been causing out here. Also, I think someone's living out here because there are piles of clothes, there's shoes, there's all kinds of personal items. So it does scare me a little more to come out here by myself, but the call of the mushroom hunt is just too strong. So just a few little chanterelles to add to my collection. And I'm going to go check and see if any of the black trumpets have popped here. And also I would like to check to see if my chicken of the woods tree is fruiting. I highly doubt it. I haven't found chicken in that spot since 2018. I see something on a log through the trees. Could be oyster. could be something else. Let's go see what it is. Okay. Let's see which one. Okay, so this is that like honeycomb thing. It always fools me. I think I'm seeing oyster, and then I flip it over, and instead of having the current gills, it has this little honeycomb look. So, not oyster, though very interesting. Also some false turkey tail over there. So this is kind of what I was talking about. I found these guys the last time I was out here, and while they are beautiful to look at, they stink and they're not edible, so I leave them alone now. Look at this cute little guy. I don't think I've ever seen one like this before. Oh, look at it. So cute. Ooh, it feels like a puffball. Huh. Maybe it is. Okay, I think this is where my black trumpets flushed last year. I could be wrong. Not seeing any, but I think this is the spot. So I'm going to look around for a minute. They're very hard to see. And I will show you guys if I do find any. So unfortunately, I did not find any black trumpets, but that's okay. There's still plenty of time. So now I'm going to see if I can relocate my chicken of the woods tree. I swear every time I come out here, it looks different out here. Things change every single time I come out here. But I think I know where I'm going. Spotted some more. I've never seen them out this far before. Yeah, I don't know for sure, but I think it's in the family. There she is. This tree right in the center there. Oh, look at that. Same color. Growing off of wood, so definitely not chanterelle. And look at the little babies. Oh yeah, not chanterelle. Alright, so even though this hasn't produced chicken for me in years, earlier this year we came out to look, to check it, and there were hedgehog mushrooms, sweet tooth hedgehog mushrooms growing around the tree. So that was a nice surprise. Okay, so that hole right there is where I found my one and only chicken of the woods in 2018. And like I said, it's not been back since. So either it hasn't produced or I shared too much information on that video and someone's been beating me to it, but I think it just hasn't produced. Now I don't know because I've never seen it before, but this almost looks like the cauliflower mushroom to me. I'll have to do some more research. If this got hit with lightning or somebody burned it. Otherwise, pretty healthy looking tree fell down. And here are some more mushrooms, probably those same ones we saw earlier. Ooh, so sticky. Oh no, those are oysters. Look at them. Unfortunately filled with bugs, which is often the case. We might get 1 or 2 fresh ones. I might try to take some. I don't know if that's an oyster. We'll have to check that out too. There's something here I've not really seen before. It looks like oyster on the underside. Just spotted something bright orange over here. I really should be getting out of here. But I just keep seeing things. Ooh. Very brightly colored. I think it's the same things we just saw a moment ago. And some more of them here. I don't want to leave. Well, I'm really excited to be having a 3-day weekend this weekend for Memorial Weekend. I think we have a cookout planned, some family things, but maybe I'll get a chance to get out to the woods this weekend also and do some more hunting. Okay, this looks promising. I don't know for sure, but this kind of looks like a chicken of the woods forming. So this is the underside. I don't know if you can see the colors. Yeah, so I need to come back and check this in a few days. I need to hide it so nobody steps on it or takes it. Okay, it's getting pretty dark. The yellow flies are starting to attack. And I have a boyfriend at home who's waiting for me. So I guess I'm gonna call this hunt quit. I will probably just add to this video. So I'll see you guys then. Hey guys, it's the next day and I'm out mushroom hunting again. We're in a different location, another one of my favorites. Fortunately, it's a very popular place for people to come and do things that they have to hide to do. So, have to be careful out here. I just spotted something I don't think I've ever seen in person. I think that's the shaggy something. There's a few more types of mushrooms growing here. This log is covered with those finger looking things. I think I'm gonna take one of these for what's the word? Study? Research. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Okay, so I cut one. It's got a hollow stipe or stem. Got, yeah, I don't know. I think I know what it is, but I'm not sure. So we'll do some more research on it. Oh, there's a ton of mushrooms out here today. This is so exciting. Let's see. I think this may be... I hate even telling y'all when I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's a deer mushroom. Here's some really small ones under here. Let's see what they are. Oh, I'm not sure. Guys, this is so exciting. I'm finding mushrooms I've never seen before in person. This is crazy. So first I spotted this. Ooh, something stinks. And they are everywhere. Some kind of ink caps. Pretty, oh my gosh, look how cool. Wow. So long. Look at them. Oh, they're so cute. They're everywhere. I mean, just gobs and gobs of them. Look at it. Look at it. Look at this. And here, oh, I want to show them all to you guys. Ew, very gross. Oh. Wow. This is so exciting. I'm also taking lots and lots of photos as I go, as I find things that I know or don't know. I am part of many mushroom identification and wild foraging groups on Facebook, and they've helped me identify a lot of what I've found on my walks and forages. And it's important to document the growing habitat, what they're growing from, the cap, the underside, the gills, the stipe, what's attached to, things like that, so you can get an accurate ID on these things. But this is just so cool. I've never seen those mushrooms in real life, and I'm super excited to share them with you guys and my fellow mushroom hunters. It's really pretty out here. This is a old growth forest. Not sure where this stream actually comes from, but it's really beautiful, minus the trash that people throw in there. All these ferns lining the ridges. There's a waterfall over there. People are out there with their kids right now, so I'm not gonna go bother them, but it's just really pretty and peaceful. So I just crossed the creek. Someone made a little bridge out of one of the fence posts that they had out here. And this side, once you get a little further back, is more like, I guess you would call it conifer. So a lot of pines. And I don't explore this side very often because it is so far away from the entrance. I do get a little nervous, but I have been out here before. Let's see, I guess you could go up there if you wanted. Lots of trails through here. Little mushroom hiding off the path here. It's got a ring. Very cute. I was seeing this as I was walking up and I couldn't figure out what the heck it was. This is a Pluto Head? Not mushroom related, but still very weird. However, this is mushroom related. So that's like a resin. Looks like it's bleeding. Kind of got it all over right here. There's some more all through there. See some over there. Anyway, back to Pluto. What in the world are you doing out here, buddy? So he's got some bullet holes in him. Maybe a stab wound. Buckshot or an animal got it, I'm not sure. Have to admit it's kind of creepy. Definitely creepy. So it looks like Pluto's body is up here. I've never been this far back. Kind of scared. I wish I had a dog, though not this dog. Why? Why do people have to creep me out like this? This is the part of the trail where it's just masses and masses of wandering Jew, and I found the variegated variety last year, and then this looks similar but also very different from the variegation I found last year. It's just beautiful. Some more here with more of a yellow variegation. Mine was definitely more of a white leaf with green stripe. I also found this. I'm not sure what kind of plant it is, but it is fully variegated, all white. Little spider there. Hello. Pretty cool. I've got a sneaky little guy hiding down here. See what he is. Bolete, maybe chestnut bolete. If so, they're edible. I tend to get chestnut and birch boletes confused, so I'm thinking it's one of those. I'll have to, do more research to make sure I know what I'm talking about. I smell a stinkhorn. If you've ever, where's it coming from? If you've ever smelt one, you can't mistake it. Ooh, that's an old tree. Wish I could get back there. Anyway, so I can't see it, but I definitely smell it. It's got to be around here somewhere. I've got some kind of lime. I have found citrus trees out here before in a different part, but I just came across like a citrus, I just spotted some mushrooms too, citrus forest. Just tons of citrus trees, and I want to show you this, the size of fruit that's on the ground under this tree. Look at this. Holy cow. I know they have giant lemons, and this is what this looks like to me. Look at that. There's some more hanging. I don't know if you can see that up there. I just spotted a massive flush of mushrooms. If I could get back here without dying. I have a bushwhack in my backpack, but for some reason I'm too stubborn to pull it out. Okay, what do we got here? Lots of pretty ones. There's mushrooms everywhere. everywhere. I wanted to come check this because I just found out that there is a white chicken of the woods. I don't know that this is it, but very cool nonetheless. However, this is what got my attention. Oh, these are all Jack in the Pulpits. So cool, look at them. But that is what you see that? Wow. Wow. I need to get back there. I'm gonna have so many ticks. Wow. The color on these are just fantastic. Let's see. Let's find a younger specimen. Oh, my camera's not wanting to focus. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Very brittle. Photos of this. This is just beautiful. Oh, I can't get in here. Let me through. Okay. Wow. The color is what's getting me. Beautiful. Don't know what they are. I don't know if they're edible. Just lovely. This pretty specimen. What are you? Ooh, so lovely. So my normal chanterelle spot here had nothing. But again, I'm finding things I've never found before. So I'm okay with that. What is that? What is that? Oh my, you guys, I am pretty sure, because someone has harvested from here, that this is an old chicken. Looks like they left some for someone else. See? Those straight cuts there. But I am, oh my goodness. That's so exciting. I mean, it sucks that I didn't get any. But, holy moly. I'm pretty sure that's an old chicken. I knew I should have come here earlier. Probably last week, or maybe even earlier this week. I would have been able to get this while it was fresh. Look at that. Well, I can tell people have been here bottle dump digging. I said it in a video a long time ago when I first came to this place, but I'm pretty sure this was built on an old garbage dump. So all the walls, hills, I think this is all old garbage dump, and this kind of confirms it. This is like milk glass, right? It's unfortunate that it's broken, but it looks like people have come out here and started digging away at it. Let's see. Broken pieces of different types of glass here. There's part of that plate and some other old glass and some kind of cup there. You can find some really cool stuff. It's kind of rare to find it in one piece, but I have. Unfortunately, they're destroying, I guess, kind of the bank here. Yeah, it's all in this dirt everywhere you look. Like these little bottles. That's cool. That's a whole one. There's another whole one. That's for another video. I don't want to get too excited, guys, because I know there's something that looks very similar. We got some beautiful wood ear here that is edible. I'm a little scared of the texture though. Alright, now I'm getting really sad because I'm finding more and more. But I don't think it's actual chicken. I think it is the relative and not the actual. Yeah, see, this is, oops. Oh man, I didn't mean to rip that whole thing apart, but it's orange. And it also, and then there's another one under that log over there. Oh, shoot. And it's exciting, but it's also disappointing. I wonder how many people this has happened to. The other one over there that someone had cut into had white flesh, but I don't know if that's because it was old or because it was the actual chicken. Oh, I'm gonna have so many. Oh, I think this might have been the one. Oh, should have got a picture of that first. Man, I should have been out here a week ago. Oh, those bugs. Once again, that is orange inside. Dang. Well, I hope whoever got the other one is doing their research. So, I'm pretty sure this is related to the chicken of the woods. However, I'm also pretty sure the chicken in the woods flesh inside should be white. So I've just submitted some photos to my local mushroom identification group, and I'm pretty sure they're going to confirm for me that this is not chicken. I'll wait for replies in the group and we'll see what they say, but I'm pretty sure I just got super excited for nothing. Something interesting. I think I found one of these at my house yesterday. See what we've got here. There as well. I don't know if you can see it because I can't see where my camera's pointing, but very cool. Well, I think this trip is coming to a close. I decided to try a new trail I've never done before, and I'm not seeing much activity at all. So I think I'm gonna say my goodbyes. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Ew. I had a interesting time. It's a rotten one. Thinking maybe I should have come out here a few days ago, but I didn't know. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. I always enjoy these types of videos so much. This is an absolute passion of mine. Just being out in nature, seeing what I can see, and I'm so glad that you guys like to join along with me. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.